we start the video, I just want to let you know that I do have a Patreon, and it's the only way to keep this channel alive. If you want to be a member of my Patreon, it's in the link in the description down below. In order to react to videos like these, since this is a Patreon requested video, I have to let you guys know, you only be a member, you have to be a Hobidon hero or a Hobidon protector on my Patreon. This allows you to request for videos in the future and maybe some artwork. That's all I have to say. I hope you guys get the message, and like I said, if you want to request a video, you got to be a member on my Patreon. That's the only way to do so, and it's in this link in the description down below. Now, enough of that. Let's get on to the reaction, shall we? And I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and let's get this started. What is up, YouTube? Hobidon here, and today I'm back with another reaction video for all of you, and this is a request from Patreon. That Cal has once again given us a request, and he wants me and Keru again to react to some drawing matrix with ORAsh minis, and it's the and say hi, Keru. Hello everyone, I'm back here again, and more aliens to react to as of today. Yep, more aliens to react to, and these are going to be some aliens that are based off the Iguana. You remember the Iguana planet? Yes, I do remember Iguana, the most of the different lizards. Well, today we're going to look at his home planet and different alien species in Ben 10 alien styles. And Zach has said that he has made some aliens based on in their own names, and I will name them all for you of what he named them. Oh, I see. Good to know. Zach, did we go on adventures with him? If I remember. Yes, we did go on adventures and met Zach and surprisingly our own counterparts, that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun meeting myself and yourself, and we teamed up against each other in that universe. That was a blast. A blast is one way of describing it, but yes. So, the Iguana universe has the Iguana planet has multiple aliens and different lizards and different elemental species, and we're going to see different versions of them as ORAsh this draws them all. And thank you for a playlist. Thank you once again, Zach Cal, for sending us this playlist we're reacting to. And yeah, let's get on to reaction, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Tricks Minis! We have just released the And Beyond Season 1 finale,
See?
and
That's
in
the one.
I made 9 new cousin species for...
Like you said before, this was the Season 1. This is from the Iguana planet was from Season 1, and he said it's the finale, and that we watched it in the final season of Beyond the series. Correct. We assumed that was the final episode. And now, until there are more. And these are the list of aliens that he has shown us here, right? Yep, those are the ones. Let's get on to them.
Iguana. And now, I'm going to be drawing up their official Omnitrix transformations for 5 years later. Today, we have the Talismanzardil that I have dubbed Rock Hop.
Rock Hop. And Zach called this guy, his version, Rumble.
This big boy has 2 main abilities.
Rumble.
One,
nice
a giant, sturdy, stony scaled body for defense, and 2, enhanced jumping. Thanks to Rock Hop's powerful legs, he can launch himself up to 50 feet into the air with a single jump, and then with this massive heavy body come crashing down like a scaly meteorite. As far as his place on the playlist,
high jumps for
this is
that
definitely
big.
A rough and tumble reptile, and would take the spot of a heavy brawler.
Looks really cool.
Check out the episode that this guy and the rest of his cousins came from, and follow our socials for the Albedo and Ben 23 edits. Bye-bye.
All right.
Matrix Minis! We have just released the And Beyond Season 1 finale.
We're moving on to the next episode. We're moving forward.
9 new cousin species for Iguana. And now, I'm going to be drawing up their official Omnitrix
We're going to move on to the next episode.
Matrix Minis!
See?
Continuing our list of lizardy additions to the Omnitrix, today we have the Slagmanzardil dubbed Firecroaker, being a
Firecroaker. And I believe Zach called this one, for his version of his playlist, Flarecroaker, right? Oh, I get it. It looks like similar to a frog. I got fire croaker, flare croaker. That's actually pretty clever, Kazak. Nice work. Yep, flare croaker. It's a fitting name, and it's his own series. Fire croaker, flare croaker, both good names.
A combination of firecracker and croak like a frog.
Right.
This guy's main ability is that he can generate and dispense magma bubbles by swelling up his rotund throat, similar to a frog croaking.
Oh.
These bubbles can be light enough to float through the air, or dense enough to crack the pavement. Whatever the density, they can either solidify over time, or be forcibly popped into a fiery explosion.
Okay! Is he okay? I'm sure he's fine.
Fire croaker!
That's a really cool design.
Check out the episode that this guy and the rest of his cousins came from, and follow our socials for the Albedo and Ben23 edits. Bye-bye. Matrix Minis!
Alright, next one.
Continuing our list of lizardy additions to the Omnitrix, today we have the Subter Manzardil, dubbed Glowworm. Now, these guys...
Ooh, glow. What does Zach call this one? He calls it Illuminate. He calls it Illuminate. Not bad for a name. I like it.
These are based primarily on worm snakes, so this name makes sense, but I'm going to be spelling it like the variant species of dragon with a Y because he's a lizard and because I thought it would be fun. Similar to aliens like the
I don't blame you.
Trout, Glowworm, compared to the more super-powered aliens that Ben has, he is much more along the lines of a citizen species. Like, he can hold his breath for extended periods of time and see in the dark really well, and also glow on command. But that is about it. He's very fragile, so he's not used in combat. He's just a little guy. He's a little glow guy. He's a glowworm. I love him.
He's nice. He looks nice.
Glowworm.
I even got a good name. Got a good voice for that too. All right, next alien, right? Yep.
Matrix Minis. Continuing our list of lizardy additions to the Omnitrix, today we have the Fung Manzardil, dubbed Groovy Loogie.
Groovy Loogie. What does Zach call this one? Psychedella. You know what? I like that name.
You know, since he's got that psychedelic slobber. This slobber is capable of creating extremely powerful hallucinations for anyone who gets close enough to breathe in its fumes. And if they touch the stuff, ooh buddy, they are going to be thrown into a psycho-perceptive spiral, warping everything they see.
You're around them.
Now, Ben has no control over exactly what the people perceive, but in this form, he has a little bit too much fun using it to mess with people.
I bet he does. This what the term being high that humans call it? Yes. Yeah. Also, these aliens are the ones that make artwork that bring it look like it's being brought to life if you look closely at it. So I would like to have fun in that location.
He becomes a bit of a prankster, you know?
Pretty much.
It's whatever.
Groovy.
Check out the episode that this guy and the rest of his cousins came from, and follow our socials for the Albedo and Ben23 edits. Bye-bye. Matrix Minis! Continuing our list of lizardy additions to the Omnitrix, today we have the Torrid Manzardil, dubbed Heatsink.
Ooh, Heatsink looks like a really cool design. Do you want to know what Zach calls this one for his alien? What's that? What he calls it? He calls it Salamandra. I'm starting to like Salamandra more. I like Salamandra.
Because this lizard brings the heat! And also because he can sink into the ground, given loose enough terrain. His two primary abilities include being able to breathe fire, and superheat the long spiky scales he has going down his spine. This dude has a serious set of searing spinal stabbers. You ever see those 1,000-degree knife videos? He's got like 7 of them. He can also traverse very quickly through loose terrain like sand or dirt, but when he's stuck on more solid ground, he can curl up and roll around using his fire pokers like treads. Dude's out here tearing through the road like a hot
Sonic
wheel.
the Hedgehog spin dash sound effect? Yes.
Check out the episode that...
Yep, that did sound like a Sonic the Hedgehog. That did sound like it. Huh. How about that?
this guy and the rest of his cousins came from, and follow our socials for the Albedo and Ben23 edits. Bye-bye. Matrix Minis! Continuing our list of lizardy additions to the Omnitrix, today we have the Torrid Manzardil dubbed Heatsink.
Gotta skip this one.
Matrix Minis!
There we go.
Continuing our list of lizardy additions to the Omnitrix, today we have the Meyer Manzardil dubbed Mudslide. The name is pretty self-explanatory.
Pretty self-explained, huh? Okay, what does Mudslide's alternate name for Zack? Mud Pool. He calls it Mud Pool. Mud. I'm guessing it involves a lot of mud. Yeah, it does.
These goofy puddle potatoes spend their days munching on mud, and Ben's transformation is no different. He can fire pressurized blasts of mud from both his mouth and his chest gills, giving him quick swimming and launching abilities to boot. The downside, however, because he can only hold a finite amount of mud in his little gullet, he does need to refill now and then. Similar to Upchuck or Edel, they gotta reload with a chomp every now and then. Also, just for fun, this is a transformation that affects Ben's personality just a little bit, giving him a new over-appreciation of mud, both uncontrollably talking about it and eating it any.
Okay, I would not favor this alien, but I won't hate it. It's species. Let them be themselves. But no, I'm not gonna swim in the mud, especially the same mud where you eat and spit out. No, swim in.
Mudslide!
Check out the episode that this guy and the rest of his
nice alien design. I give it that.
And follow our socials for the Albedo and Ben23 edits. Matrix Minis!
Alright, next
Continuing our list of lizardy additions to the Omnitrix, today we have the Coastal Manzardil dubbed Riptide.
Ooh, Riptide looks awesome. Also, Riptide is also the same name. Riptide is also the same name Zack's Ripjaws is. His Ripjaws version is like. What does he call this one if this one's called Riptides and the other one's and his Ripjaws is called Riptide? He called this one Torpedo. Ah, good alternate name.
This long-stretched lizard uses his mouth and gills to fire pressurized blasts of water that he can use for attacking or quickly propelling himself. This ability, comboed with his powerful tail, makes it to where he can zip around underwater at crazy speeds. He can even manipulate and redirect water's flow to follow along his body, making Ben the king of the currents. But don't doubt this fish when he's out of water, man. His immense strength and slippery scales can wipe out any Barney that treads his way. Yeah.
Why you sound like a surfer dude?
Check out the episode that this guy and the rest of his cousins came from, and
I do like Riptides, and his version called Torpedo is a good name for Zack's alien version of this character.
Matrix Minis. Continuing our list of lizardy additions to the Omnitrix, today we have the Tropic Manzardil dubbed Spit Take.
Spit Take. All right. I like this. I'm not sure about this Spit Take guy. What does Zack call this? No, what does Zack call this one? Slipper. I hope it's Sloopier.
Named after the comedic technique, and because he can use his elastic expectorate to grab things. He can spit not only from his mouth, but also from a large cranial vent on the back of his head. These jelly loogies are extremely sticky and can also be.
Oh, that was a clip from Inspector Gadget 2. That is the bubblegum gadget. I need to watch Inspector Gadget 2. I have never heard of that, so I can get an understanding what this is. It has mixed reviews, but I am familiar with this movie.
Used as an adhesive.
But Ash, doesn't he need more of the fruit to make the jelly? Wouldn't he have to constantly be eating it?
Actually, no. Thanks to plot convenience, his body can convert any sugar he consumes into the jelly. So it's a really good thing that Ben drinks so many smoothies all the time. He's essentially got a limitless supply of jelly.
Of course.
Speech take!
Sloopier is Zack's version. Spit Take is pretty good.
Check out the episode that this guy and the rest of his cousins came from, and follow our socials for the Albedo and Ben23 edits. Matrix
the next one.
Continuing our list of lizardy additions to the Omnitrix, today we have the Submar Manzardil dubbed Subsidian.
That's a really interesting alien. What does Zach call this one? He calls it Magmasaur. You know what? I like Magmasaur. Me too. But Subsidian is a nice name as well. I like how creative these aliens are designed. Everyone can create their own aliens and give them their own names. Not every alien has to be the same as Ben 10's aliens.
Like a submarine made of obsidian, this guy's scales are as tough as nails. Well, actually, more like igneous rock. These solid scales, comboed with his large frame and being able to hold his breath for hours on end, make for one tough lizard above or below the water. He's also capable of generating a lot of heat, being able to melt nearly anything he can sink his teeth into, and then regurgitating it back up as a quick cooling igneous magma.
Impressive. Learned this in science class. Nice voice.
Check out the episode that this guy and the rest of his cousins came from, and follow our socials for the Albedo and Ben 23 edits.
I think we're in the last one, and what's this? I can't wait to see what this is all about. Let's do it.
Matrix Minis! Concluding our list of lizardy additions to the Omnitrix, today we have a bonus non-canon transformation based off of the Manzardil god Maxizal that I have dubbed Volcanoot. You know, because he's...
What does Zach calls this one in his playlist? Erupt. He calls it Erupt. Eruption, Eruptor. All I know is it has Erupt in it. And I hope I'm right about that, Zach out there. Also, I like the names you give these aliens. They're really cool. Keep up the good work out there, Zach. And keep up the good work to the Ink Tank series. We appreciate the amazing art styles.
He's dwelled in a volcano for centuries, and because he's a big old newt. Scanned from the former Guardian of the Forces, this transformation would have general elemental generation and manipulation with just a skosh of mana endowment, meaning that he can change the elemental composition of something, and he can also grant elemental abilities to others. Now, this is a non-canon transformation because the Omnitrix has never been around Maxizal before Adwaita shows up. And after that, well, there's not really anything to scan.
Oh, I think I heard of that one in the Magic series. Oh yeah, oh yeah, you did tell me about that. The guy that villain was a jerk, right? You might say that. He does some very terrible things. I'm guessing he was responsible for this alien's extinction, that we never see more of this alien. And I like the bonus art that he's making this one. Oh yeah, someone needs to do something about that guy.
Left over, so
I'm pretty sure our counterpart can handle it. I'm pretty sure our counterpart can handle this.
Check out the episode that this guy and the rest of his cousins came from, and follow our socials for the Albedo and Ben 23 edits.
Well, that was all the lizard aliens from Ben 10's Beyond of Artiguana species. How do you like them, Keru? I had a lot of fun with different designs, different aliens, and what Ben would look like. And thank you for telling me the names of what Zach would use. It was for his aliens, if he ever got, once he gets these aliens. Pretty sure he does. Anywho, thank you guys for having me. I hope you enjoyed this reaction video. Like, comment, and subscribe. What were your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments down below. And thank you once again, Zach, for sending a request for this on Patreon. If you guys want to request a video on Patreon, hit the Patreon website. It's only $1 a month to request a video, or well, actually just to support the video. I'm sure there's a tier list, right, Zach? Yes, there is. There's a tier list of certain tiers that allows you to request videos. But if you just want to support the channel, $1 a month is most appreciated. Anything to help us out. As always, take care, have a great day, and be safe, and most importantly, stay frosty and stay healthy out there. Catch you all later, and make sure to wash your hands. Take care, everyone.
Try and pull me over now, cop!